Test. Testing. Can I hear myself? Nobody's here yet, and I have no idea. Test. That's really loud. Don't worry, I'm not actually gonna do this. This is just to see if I can. I know the mic is on now. Let's see if you can see me. This is gonna be really embarrassing if it turns out that I'm gonna go through this whole stream and not know if I am actually audible to anyone aside from myself. La 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 la. At this point, I'm just getting levels. If you're wondering what the fuck I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting levels. I can probably turn this off, and that's the wrong thing. And there it is. Turn this on. What's up? I ignore this thingy. So I have a new PC set up that I got a while ago. And I have yet to get a webcam for it. So I have to use my phone, and I had to get all these apps and shit. So and I haven't used OBS in so long. So I have no idea how half of this shit works. I gotta rediscover. I'm not a streamer kind of person. I don't hate it. I think the concept is cool, right? It's like interaction, but I've never done it. And because I have my phone here, I don't know. I have to do some Inception shit, and I gotta do it on my computer, which that could be fun to think about. Let's try it. Let's see if my computer will allow me to join the stream that I'm currently doing. Let me see if I can. Again, I have not done this kind of thing in so long, so it's gonna be, for those of you that know, it's gonna be really cringe. Also, my framing's weird. I don't know. It's taken a lot for me to try to figure this out. So this is gonna be me, kind of down in the corner. Let's turn on my display. Oh my god, I don't think you've heard anything I've been saying. Maybe you have, but good lord. If in case you haven't heard a single thing I have been saying, I'm figuring this out, and we're gonna do a little bit of Inception shit. There I am. Again, I'm figuring a lot of stuff out. So I don't know why I have this little box around me. I'm gonna circle here, where I'm circling, but that's not. I don't know why I'm in such a little box here. Like the two black bars. I don't know how that. I don't know why it's like that. But in time, I will figure it out. Maybe if I adjust the properties, the FPS is fine. Video format. Can I change that? No, I can't even change that if I want. Whatever. Okay, cancel. Just cancel the whole thing. Anyway, let's do some Inception. So I'm gonna join the. I can hear myself. Yawn. This is sick. All right. I won't screw with that too much. We'll just get started. I originally did this. I said storm because it was storming out, but it's actually gorgeous out now. If my camera wasn't on a really complicated stand, I would turn it. Sorry. Do you like that bluey blanket? It's one of my cats, one that's actually sleeping right now, doesn't attack my girlfriend's chair. We had a nice setup in this office. We I think I covered this in a video, but we moved out a little while ago. Uh, I needed a place to go. She needed a place to go. Let me make myself bigger. No, that's the wrong one. Let me make myself bigger. We'll do a little talking, and then I'll get into the other stuff. But yeah, I really got to fix that format thing. Whatever. So yeah, she and I, we lived with our parents, and I'm gonna be 23 soon. So living with my parents is fine. I have a job. I don't make a lot of money at that job, but I love doing what I do. I work with exotic animals. Like, how could you not love that? Uh, so but we needed a place a little closer to our job, and she was driving like so far away. Like, it was an hour and a half commute for her, and for me it was 40 minutes. But it's not my house, my parents' house, and if I'm doing all this creative shit and bringing animals home, like, I'm not going to do that to them. So we did move out, and you know sadly, when we moved out, if anyone's concerned about Judy or CP, don't worry. They're still with my parents, and I miss them dearly. I literally feel like the worst bunny dad of all time. Like, they live with their grandparents, and I'm got a whole separate life with other children. Like, I feel like the worst person ever. But they get good care. My turtle's still there. They get good care. It's just because this place, they're not anti-pet. They're actually the place we live is actually super good with pets, but we just don't have the money to pay for each pet. Does that make sense? That was for you. We don't have the money to just, like, I think it's like $300 per pet, but it's like a one-time payment, which I think is fair. So, one cat that we have is my girlfriend's, like, service pet, and the other one I don't think they know about, and I really hope they never find out. But we have two kitties. One of them is a rescue, and the other one is a rescue, just not from us. A little fun story about the one that she's sitting right there. I don't want to bother her because she's sleeping, but we found her. She was a stray cat. Now that I think about it, I was going to tell. So it's a great story, and I need to tell the story. But the place I work is very strict about what I'm allowed to say. Just, I think that's all places that work with animals, is they make you sign shit. So I'm gonna sadly plead the fifth in case I'm not allowed to tell people, but I should be allowed to tell people. I just gotta run it past my boss, and I would text him, but my phone is my camera right now, so I can't even text him and be like, "Hey, do I have permission to just tell the story?" and get, like, literal confirmation. But it's a good story. She was a rescue. She was a rescue, but she's crazy. She's psycho. She eats at, like, we wake up multiple times. We have to strap our trash can shut with a string because she digs in our trash and eats trash. She's a fucking trash panda, which I'm sure is a common problem, but it's on top of all the other stuff. But she's great, and we have another one that's an angel. I don't know if she's in here right now, but she's also precious. And if at any point they come walking up on my legs and they're not sleeping and doing stuff, I'll give them a little hello. But Judy and CP, I have every intention of reclaiming once I can find a place to put them. But this place it's small, but it's big enough for the two people living here. But once I can get a place big enough for them and for everybody else, you'll see them again. But at the moment, they're staying with their grandparents, and I miss them every day, Judy and her booty. But it's you got to do what you got to do. So with that being said, let's proceed, man. Let's proceed with it. So first of all, I'm back. I've got a new song out. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. It was a freestyle I did a while ago. I like it. I think it's one of my better songs. I released that because I am working on kind of a mixtape thing. Um, Maybe even I'll sneak a little bit of that today on this stream. I'll leak a little bit of what I got. It's not much. It's still in relatively early stages. The way I work is probably, I don't know how the professionals work. So if I'm like, oh, this is how I work, and you're like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. Sorry, I'm not a professional. That's not. I'm not in that profession. I would like to be, but I'm not. So fuck off. But basically, I make all of the instrumentals, or I pay someone to make them. Once they're done, I bring it in, listen to it, write the lyrics, and then I try to finish a song before I move on to another one, personally. But if I'm making all of the instrumentals like I am for this one, I make all the instrumentals first, and then I go song by song. And I try to complete that before I move on to the next one. Just the way I prefer. I don't like leaving a project unfinished. Makes me feel icky and weird and like a fucking degenerate. But today, I have no idea what I've even done anymore. I'm not even close to The Simpsons in the sense like they've just done everything. I'm just so stupid that I think I repeat myself often. But I've wanted multiple times just to almost take a stroll down memory lane, watch a lot of my old videos on a live stream, and sort of explain if I remember what that was like making it. Because I used to always like watching videos of people who did that I was a fan of, and B, it's fun for me, and you get to hear my input on all of those. But we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna try that. I got to make sure you can hear the videos, which I think you can. So we're gonna watch one, and maybe I'll replay it. I'll go separate and make sure you can. Actually, no, I know you can because I hopped on and I could hear myself. So, wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. Shut up. I've never streamed before. I don't need this from you. I'm a grown-ass man. I pay taxes sometimes. Whatever. We'll figure it out. I always do. So, screw off. Anyway, let's get started. All right. I was gonna try to get some coffee. I need some coffee. I'm tired. I'm tired all the freaking time. But I'll get some. I guess I'll just get it later. I'm not gonna brew it now. I'm not gonna walk away and brew it and come back and you're like, where the fuck were you? Because that's just irresponsible. That's just unprofessional. But I want to pick one that's semi. Let's pick one of my newer ones, video wise, and then we'll work our way back. So let's get that pulled up. The good news about being so unpopular and only having like 1 or 2 subscribers is no ads. I don't have to worry about ads. So let's turn on the display here. I got myself in full. Now I'll bring myself down. And again, pardon the black bars. But let's freaking do this, right? Okay, you can see it. Just making sure. Your boy's still, like I said, a little stupid. So, we'll play. I'll mute. No, I'm not gonna mute myself. Actually, I'm not gonna mute myself. Let me get audio output. Just to really make sure. Actually, no. We're gonna just try it cold turkey, brother, and pray to goodness that this works. My setup says it does. So when I go back to make sure if it worked, whatever. So we'll watch this recent one and I'll talk about it. And if you can't hear it, if it turns out you can't hear it, then the next one I'll figure out how the fuck to do that. So let's watch it. This is tech support. For those of you that haven't seen that skit, tech support is excuse me, the one where I have a puppet and the old guy does stuff. So Fuck it, let's watch it. Little already, I got a little some little cheat that I did here. Obviously, this setup that I have is, I believe that's my old laptop, and it had a little. I had my monitor attached to my laptop, and I just had the script pulled up. Little fun fact, Rooney. Those glasses, those are not my glasses. Those are my dad's reading glasses, and that is a gaming headset. And I was dabbling. I have a green screen, but my green screen skills vary, and it was very tricky sometimes because I actually have it with me. The one I have, I can't pull to the side. I can only it like dangles. So I've tried ironing it. I've tried so hard getting it straight, and unless you can just really pull it to the sides, I can't get it fully straight. So I thought this was pretty good for classic redundancy. Believe it or not, that was the laptop that's next to him is my dad's laptop, and it is a terrible laptop. So that was kind of the inspiration behind this skit. That is also another inside joke where my mom works. The IT guys just always say, "Oh, clear your cookies and cache." So that was like a little nod at IT guys that don't want to do their job. Sorry to keep pausing it, but that is what I said I was going to do. Um, that joke, in case like aside from just sounding ridiculous, uh, my thought process was just clear your cookies and your cache. Um, excuse me. As you know, cookie can also be a nickname for a lady private part. So getting cookies for cash, that was kind of my thought when I wrote that. Was like, oh, I can't have sex with any more prostitutes. So that there's still a link there. I wasn't trying to be completely random. For those of you that watch Parks and Rec, that is a stolen joke. I tried to make it maybe a little more original, but that is stolen. Sorry, but that happens in the comedy world. Get over it. That joke was meant to be random. There's always a post subscribe scene here. There you go. So uh, I'm gonna go make sure that you can hear that. So yeah, so I'm rewatching, as you can see, and you cannot hear the video, which sucks because that means I watched that whole thing and none of you even heard that. But hopefully that explained a little bit. Yeah. So I heard it, but let's see if we can't fix that, shall we? Hmm. I remember having troubles with this before, and I never knew. I remember I fixed it once. But now I don't really remember how I fixed it. It's got the display. Ugh. Freaking boob itches. Okay, so this is where I get a little confuzzled. And if somebody knows, I haven't even checked if anyone's here or viewing. I don't think so. I don't see any. I don't remember how to see if people are watching, but I don't think they are. I think we have 0 views right now. So now I gotta figure out what the hell. What the hell is causing that? Would that be? I think that would be input. No, it would be output. Audio output capture. Let's think that. I guess let's try just going back a little bit and seeing if that works. All right, let's go to this. There we go. Go back a bit. Now we're watching. So that didn't work. Maybe this one. Okay. It didn't work either. This is some Inception shit, man. Interesting. Yeah, dog. I have no idea how this works sometimes. Most times, actually. Oh, I'm so tired. So why don't I'll expand this, make myself big again, so that shit happens. And then I can kind of just figure out how to make that audio work. My only thought process. Studio. I mean, really, I gotta figure out. I gotta like just Google this shit beforehand. I'm always trying to figure this out. I never know anymore. This is probably a boring ass watch too. You know, just can't hear shit. I mean, we could Google it here. I guess I just don't know because I obviously on my studio here, I have it says desktop audio, so I just want to know why I can't. Let me see if that. I have no idea if that worked, so we'll have to do the Inception thing again. No idea if we do this. Let's see. I'm so tired. Holy cow! I think we're getting close. So I'm muffled. That's interesting. Well, I might just try that again. Advanced properties. Ah. What am I doing? Just play the video. Yeah. Man, I have no idea. If anyone's got tips, let me know. Cause I'm screwing this up bad. Um, crazy though, crazy because I don't even know. I don't even know. This is gonna be my last try, and then I think I'm just gonna try something else for the stream, or just end it altogether. Because I've been going for a little over half an hour now. So, oh, I just x'd out of it. You cuck. muffle this down a bit while I'm sitting, while I'm chilling out, maxing and relaxing, all cool. And all shooting some b-ball outside of the pool. Just play the ad. Sometimes I think I need a new trailer. Still that muffled sound, man. It's like it's picking up something, but it doesn't know what to pick up. I'll Google it. As always. But that's just crazy to me. 'Cause I feel like even when I've Googled it, I don't get the good answer. Oh, I got somebody. What's up? When was that? When was that there? What's up? I'm doing technical difficulty shit. I don't even know if he's still here. That was a while ago, I think. What's up, Cole? Long time no see. But he was just trying to watch an old video. Has no idea how to work live stream. I'm not a live stream guy. I don't know things. I don't know how to do things. If you're still here, have you checked out my song? Have you checked that out? What do you think? Pretty sick. Well, let me think of a backup because y'all deserve a backup. If I'm doing shit, you deserve something other than me just sitting here like a smug asshole. Anyway, I'm tired of sitting here. You guys want something? Tell me what. This is how it always goes. I always try something, and I always fail. And I go, oh, tell me what to do, you know? There's nobody even here. We'll just end it. Just end it and Google it. It's a stream. Nobody watches them anyway. Nobody watches mine, at least, because I'm not a streamer. That's not what I do. So we'll do it. We'll exit. If you watch this, Godspeed, dude. I don't know why you would. So I'm gonna take a nap. It's my day off. Taking a nap. That's what I'm doing. Peace.